Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Frikkie. So we are leaving lovely Daisy Cottage here in Nieu-Bethesda. Yes, it looks a bit different in the BRC front seats today. Annelie and Frikkie decided to stay behind today in Nieu-Bethesda. Mia and myself are going to the Valley of Desolation, and that is in the Camdeboo National Park, and they don't allow dogs. So unfortunately poor Frikkie stays behind. She's been to Valley of Desolation a few times before, so she says she will sit this one out. She's actually happy to sit it out. So yeah, today the BRC excursion is myself and Mia. I think that's a great companion to have. Thanks Mia for joining. And yeah, so on the menu today is we're going to take the back roads here from Nieu-Bethesda to the Camdeboo National Park. And of course the main attraction in the Camdeboo National Park is the Valley of Desolation. I think it's one of the top tourist attractions in this area, so we are really looking forward to this. But this is really a small dirt track. It seems like it's even less used than the one that we just turned off that goes into Nieu-Bethesda. Oh, shaking a bit. Sure. Lots of full trees. We are truly in the Great Karoo now. Yeah, here the road is also quite wet. Oopsie, oopsie. Oh, sorry. I didn't see that one coming so well. Just look how beautiful it is here to the right. The expanse is just awesome. Sure. So this is the R63 Marisburg Graaf-Reinet. Yeah, but just look how beautiful it is. I think this is just a preliminary snippet of what we're going to see. Oh, it is not too far to go. I think it's about 20 kilometers, if so much. We have entered the Camdeboo National Park now. It is so interesting that a national road drives right through the national park. That is where you need to drive if you want to get to Graaf-Reinet. So we're driving next to the Nieu-Bethesda Dam. We can see Graaf-Reinet there in the distance. But we are now approaching the turn off to the Valley of Desolation. So I see here in front already a sign. I think there might be the offices. Yeah, here is the turn off.
My name is Peridot. It's Peridot.
Peridot.
Yeah, with the silent T.
Nice to meet you. Have you been working here a long time at the?
No, it's
Camdeboo?
only 2 years.
2 years at
2
Camdeboo National Park,
Yes,
but
yes.
specifically here in the Valley of Desolation side.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
So you're going to explain the road to us now.
Okay. Okay, let's hold it like this.
Yeah,
Okay. Currently you are here.
yeah.
That's the gate. You drive straight 1.4 kilometers
Okay.
and then you turn on your left hand side.
Okay.
7.2 kilometers, you'll get a brine spot. If
Okay.
not, you're not gonna brine, then you can drive straight to toposcope. Toposcope, you'll see stairs, you'll see a yellow board. There you can stop and then you'll view beautiful Graaf-Reinet.
So that is a very
beautiful-
nice spot to view.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, beautiful Graaf-Reinet and beautiful landscape.
Okay.
Then from toposcope, you drive straight to the bathrooms or
Yeah,
toilets,
yeah.
and then you walk 1.1 kilometers to the Valley of Desolation, which is the picture that is in front of you.
Whoa, we're gonna.
Okay.
So how far is it to drive actually to the Valley of
It's
Desolation?
9 kilometers.
9 kilometers. It's not
Yes,
that
yes.
far to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perido, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We are gonna enjoy these views. Eh? All the things that are not allowed. No drone flying. So Gogo will not go up today inside Camdeboo National Park. So we already met the people, but I just want to go inside and also see what the little office looks like here at the Valley of Desolation. Hello!
Hi, good day.
So we already met Perido and this is Vovo.
Yes,
Vovo, how long have you been working here?
it's 4 years now.
4 years, but at this office, in this gate.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sometimes we're working there in the camping site.
Okay, so you move around maybe a little
Yes,
bit.
yes, yes, yes,
But this Camdeboo National Park is quite big. Nee? It's almost all the way around Graaf-Reinet. Nee?
yes. Yes.
Yeah, it is the only place in South Africa where you can get that is surrounded by mountains and it's surrounded by the park. So which is
Good
Graaf-Reinet.
sound. Yeah.
That's why it's unique. It's small and unique and very beautiful.
Yeah, no, this is very interesting. I think the Valley of Desolation lookout is probably the most famous place in the park. Nee?
Yes, it is the most famous place in the park, and I think in the world the second best in the
Yeah.
world.
No, we're looking forward. I've seen it before many years ago, but she has not seen it. Or if she was in the park, she was maybe a little baby, so she will not be able to remember.
Okay.
Mia, are you looking forward to seeing it? Yes. No, but thank you very much for the friendly reception. We're
Thank
going to
you.
enjoy our time in the park.
Thank
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye bye. That was now such a friendly reception. So it's only 9 kilometers to reach the final lookout point. But before that, you get to, what do they call the place?
Toposcope.
Toposcope, where we will have some views. Yeah, Graaf-Reinet, and unfortunately no drone flying. So we will not take Goga, but I'm sure the views are going to be great. You need to keep to the speed limit here is only 40 kilometers an hour. But why will you want to rush this?
Exactly.
So Mia's just spotted on the map here, quite a beautiful map, but there's also at the bottom there's this row of, well, images of, I suppose, all the wildlife that you can find in this. So there's a little place where you can get, well, you tick off what you see. So we already saw some of the blue apes and the ostrich. No? So I'm just gonna fetch Mia a pen. She really wants to do it. Are we gonna stay in the park until we've seen all of them, Mia? Might take a long time. Let me get the pen. I know this road becomes very steep. I was telling Mia earlier, the first time I drove this road, well, myself and Annelie with some friends, we drove this road in my 1984 Honda Ballade. Now, that was a great car, but it really struggled on some of these uphill parts. I can still remember it overheated a bit. Not so that it boiled, but I was getting very concerned. I'm sure our Fortuner will do much better. Yeah, there's some baboons. So I think Mia is ready to tick off another box. We are seeing the baboons.
Oh wow.
I think they are welcoming us here to the Valley of Desolation.
One was just lying on the road.
Yeah, one was lying on the road. But they're making quite nice way for us. They are gone. Yo, you can see how steep it becomes here. Now I remember why my old Honda heated up a bit. Yo, one can see far. Okay, so this is the stop at the toposcope. So I assume the toposcope is the top of this, well, I want to say a hill, but we're of course on top of the mountain already. So there in the distance is Toposcope, a very prominent beacon here in the Graaf-Reinet area. What a frame, huh? This is beautiful, Mia. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but there the whole town of Graaf-Reinet is visible in one bird's eye view. I've got a beautiful view on Toposcope and the nothingness beyond. Well, this was a spectacular start to our viewpoint excursions here in the Valley of Desolation, but I can confirm it doesn't really matter that drones are not allowed.
Yes.
Because the wind is really strong. There's no way that I would be able to take Jorge up even if it was allowed. We are now really high up.
Yeah.
We are as high as Toposcope.
Yeah.
You can see it. There's again a sign, no dogs.
Yeah.
We are beginning our walk now from the parking area here at the Valley of Desolation. Here the wind is now a bit more calm, but I think we are going to be exposed to the full might of it when we reach the top. So Mia is still looking for animals, and she said she's sure she will spot a dassie, but my opinion is if she does not see a dassie, that will be a bit of a strange thing. There is a bit of a map here now.
Yeah.
So it shows us where we are at the moment. Now, I think we are here, so we can just walk down to these ones first, and then maybe along the wall. Sounds ominous. Sometimes the wind dies down almost completely. Yo, this is a sheer drop down here. This is a special place. You're confronted with these dolerite columns here. You can see how it has been eroded away by wind and so on, with lots of the broken stones lying at the bottom, and then contrasted with the really disappearing views in the distance. No, this is spectacular. From this dig is great. Mia is meditating. Though we've seen quite a bit already, we are just a bit intrigued because this little pathway continues and it talks about a column and what else that we can still see. We are actually suffering a bit from FOMO. We don't want to miss out on something. So we're taking a bit of a further walk down this pathway. I think they call it the wall, alongside the wall, but this is not so close to the edge at the moment. It's a bit of a dangerous spot, but we will not go closer. But it yet again provides you with another angle on these spectacular dolerite columns and features here.
Is it a column?
I think actually this one right here is a column. but it is so close to the edge here, you cannot really view it properly. Oh, that was now a wonderful excursion to the lookout points at the Valley of Desolation. We are feeling like a snack at the moment. we did not pack any lunch or so, but we did pack some snacks. Okay, I think this is the turn off to the picnic spot. Ribbokberg picnic site. Oh, this looks very nice. There's nobody else. We just can pick a spot now. I'm just gonna park here. Great. Let's get our snacks. Yo, let's go and see what is in that bag. Sure, it is interesting that the wind dies down. Yeah, it comes back again, but it is actually quite nice outside to just sit and have our snacks here. Earlier this morning, Annelie and Mia packed this bag. Yo! So this is a alcohol-free Savannah. Mia, what do you have to drink, Mia?
Coke.
And then all kinds of,
Yes.
I think, Provitas and bananas and chocolate and cheese. It's gonna be great. Provitas and cheese. This is a great snack for this. We're still going to have lunch somewhere, but this is just for something to nibble. Oh, that was quite a nice picnic, eh?
Yes.
Thanks, Mia, for getting everything ready. I must say, some Bovril Provitas at the right time is unbeatable there. We are not done for today, but time is catching up with us a bit.
Yes.
So we're going to head to Graaf-Reinet now. There's one or two places that we really want to go and explore a bit. So the first place that we're going to just make a quick stop is at the Graaf-Reinet Museum. Unfortunately, there's not time for us to go in, but we want to go and have a look at what Reinet House looks like, which is probably one of the most well-known buildings in Graaf-Reinet. Okay, so Mia just asked, she pulled out her map quite quickly. She just asked that we make a stop. She's ticking off. What are you ticking off there?
A tortoise.
Because we are seeing this tortoise next to the road, so let's have a bit of a look. Thank you, Vovo. We are still taking photos and video. It was beautiful in there, eh? We will tell everybody how beautiful it is. Thank you.
Okay, enjoy, ne?
Is Peridot still there?
No, already gone.
Still there? Okay. But enjoy the rest of your day, ne? Bye bye. Bye. How did you do on this map? How many things did you see?
Well, in total, I saw 2 springbok, 1 dassie, 3 baboons, 1
Verve monkey.
and 2 ostriches and 2 tortoises.
I don't think that is too bad. Eh?
Yes, I'm very glad I saw a buck. I wanted to
Yes,
see one.
the springbok. But I mean, this map is such a beautiful
Yes.
map. Look at it, describing all the places you can go. We only saw a small part of it, but it's clear that they're looking very well after this park, and it's something that one can really recommend to come. Okay, now off to Graaf-Reinet.
Yes.
Let's go. So we're approaching Graaf-Reinet now, but one gets very close to the Nieu-Bethesda dam here as you drive in. This dam is quite full. I think there was a time during the drought where there was very little water in this dam. Yeah, you can see it's full now. It is actually close to overflowing. It's really a good sight to see this dam so full. Yo, Graaf-Reinet is just so beautiful. Look at these white houses. Lots of old houses. See, all the houses got stoops that comes right onto the street. Yo, look at this house. The old stoop. Beautiful. I think this is Reinet House. Let's just make a stop here. Mia. Climb out and have a bit of a look outside. It's quite a busy street, so we are dodging the cars a bit, but we are getting quite a good view of this magnificent house. Now, there is some information next to the door, Mia. I think we should go and have a look at what it says. But look, there's even like a walkway or a chambers downstairs. Let's have a look there first. So there's like wooden doors. It's probably in the cellar area of this house. Yo, just look at this. So it's like a cobbled walkway under the stoop of the house. This can only be the cellar, Mia. So there's probably the area where, say, goods were delivered. Quite a nice large gable, man. So here you can see Reinet House, built in 1812 already, Mia. So this is an example of an H-plan Cape Dutch house. It was the Dutch Reformed Church parsonage until 1904. This is Parsonage Street in Graaf-Reinet. So myself and Mia is just going to take a stroll up. Come here. Let's look at a few more of these historic buildings. This house is a bit hidden behind the oak trees, but this is the old residency. It became a national museum in 1962 already, but this is where the magistrate lived. It's a beautiful example of a Cape Dutch style house, also an H-plan, with typical gables that you found in Graaf-Reinet in the time that this was built. So we're just taking a stroll down Parsonage Street. You are just confronted with old and historic buildings wherever you look in the street. All of it cladded in this white, I think, which is a significant, well, prominence in Graaf-Reinet. I must say, I am pleasantly surprised by the streets. We've been to Graaf-Reinet many times before, but for some reason we never came to this part of town. And it's obvious that Parsonage Street contains the most magnificent buildings that displays, I suppose, the grandeur of Graaf-Reinet in the old days. And it is beautifully restored. One obviously needs a lot more time to come and explore all of this. So for now it is just a quick look by Mia and myself. But Mia, I don't know about you, I think we will have to come back at some point to actually go and visit the museum, because there's 5 different houses that are all part of the museum, and you need significant time to come and view all of them. So one of the places we were looking forward to come and visit is the Obesa Cacti Nursery, but unfortunately it is closed. It's really unfortunate, because apparently you do get stunning cacti to view in this nursery. But we decided still to make a stop in the street. We're just going to walk up and down the street, because Mia, I can see there's quite a number of big cacti that's also growing in the street. This is the entrance to the nursery. They are quite clear that they don't have opening and closing times, because the gate says opening time when gates are open, closing times when gates are closed. Did you see some big ones? Let's have a look.
I think I see it peeking over the roof over there.
Let's go and have a look. But I mean, if you just walk down this street, look at this tall one here, Mia.
Yo.
This is very tall. But the houses are such beautiful colors in the street. It is completely different to that old parsonage street where all the houses are white. You suddenly get this explosion of color in these streets. Yeah. Sure. Got the most beautiful flowers blooming. This is still in the street just across from Obesa Nursery. So this doesn't seem to be part of the nursery, but look at all the cacti here. This is amazing. And look at how they are flowering. Yeah. It feels like I'm in Mexico somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, I will not describe myself as somebody that is so interested in plants, but this is fascinating to me.
Yeah.
I've not seen anything like this before. This is for sure the largest cacti that I've ever seen, and we've not even been in the nursery.
Yeah.
So this is quite a great experience. So I mean, remember this: if you come to Graaf-Reinet,
Yeah.
I think this should be on the to-do list. It's just unfortunate that it is closed. It is a public holiday today, so I think that's the reason.
Yeah.
This was a pleasant stop here in Bower Avenue at the Obesa Nursery. We are exploring and discovering things in Graaf-Reinet that I didn't know about. So we're now at the top of Craddock Street. So we're just gonna make a U-turn here. Just look at this beautiful house here in front of us. Fantastic, man. Let's go. So Craddock Street, I think traditionally has got many of the houses that you typically see in Graaf-Reinet. I mean, this is I think a very good street to appreciate the different building styles that you got. But it's just in general a beautiful street. But look at these ones on the left. I think many of them has got some heritage value to it. So some of them have got these plaques next to the door, and just means that people probably cannot alter them really to retain the look that they had. So this beautiful stone church in Graaf-Reinet took only about a year and a half to finish the building of this church. It was the inaugural sermon in this church was already held in September 1887. So I think it was quite quick to build it in such a short period. But to think that this church is already finished in this form in 1887, I think this is one of the most beautiful churches probably in South Africa. This church really takes center stage in the town of Graaf-Reinet. This was now quite an interesting stop at the church in Graaf-Reinet, the Grootte Kerk. I think this is an appropriate highlight to end our visit to Graaf-Reinet. There are so many things to see, and we only spent, what is it, a part of an afternoon here.
Yeah.
But Mia is in agreement. We are coming back. We have identified many things to come back to. So yeah, all that remains for us now is to head back to Nieu-Bethesda. We're still staying in Daisy Cottage tonight. I'm very curious to see what Annelie and Frikkie have been up to. So Mia and myself made it safely back to Nieu-Bethesda. So we're actually entering the road here where the brewery and the Two Goats Deli is. Oh, such a lovely place. We spent a very nice time here yesterday when we had the platter of cheeses and the salami, and we had some locally brewed ginger ale, but they also have beers and so on, so very nice. But this in itself to me is a beautiful little street with the buildings you see here. Yeah, suddenly we're back in the heart of Nieu-Bethesda, and Daisy Cottage of course is just here. Mia, I think you will have to do the gates. You are practicing the gate opening. Quite a narrow gate. These pear trees are just glorious with their white flowers. I think we will need to drink something now. Yeah, but it was a great excursion.
We also had a very peaceful, calm day.
Did you go out of the house?
We did. We went for a nice walk.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and he barked at the horses.
So you had a very exciting day.
We did.
No, Mia and myself also enjoyed ourselves. Yo, it was really beautiful.
Yeah, that's great.
We just realized again there are too many things to see in Graaf-Reinet. Look at Frikkie. This is time for food. Frikkie loves eating. Lekker. Frikkie, eet mooi. It's so good to be home.
Yes, it's nice to have you back.
Yeah, it was a great trip with Mia today.
It seems Graaf-Reinet was wonderful.
Yeah, it was great.
Frikkie was very well behaved, and we had a nice day as well.
Yeah, I want to hear all of it. All about it, yeah.
I think we've got a lot to tell.
Me and myself got a lot to tell. This is the end of day 4, so we still have a few days to go. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And then until
Tomorrow.
Keep well and bye-bye.